Do y'all understand what I just witnessed? Did y'all just witness this episode? Kill la Kill episode 18. Sorry, 1-8. Whatever. This is simply art. This is what art is. This, from a literary perspective, was perfection. Look, from the beginning of the episode to the end, I don't even think they played an intro. That's just how, like, no opening, no intro song. This just was, I mean, the doggone characterization, character development, the plot twist, the suspense, the doggone whole plot progression. It was massively, and like all the psychology and philosophy, the action, all jam-packed into one episode. Yo, it got to the point where it's like episodes 1 through 17 were all simply backstory for this episode. We thought some episodes prior to this were game changers. No. This was the game changer. This is one of the greatest game changers I've ever seen. And this is being a week of game changers. I mean, doggone Magi the Labyrinth of Magic started off. Magi comes out here, and this isn't necessarily related to Kill la Kill, but still has to be said. Magi comes out here, and we're about to get the story, the entirety of the Alma Toran story, okay? That's pivotal to the entire story of the series, in the entirety of the series. Then we get to freaking the game changer in Toriko. Toriko is on some next level stuff, and from the looks of it, we may get huge information about the story there next week. So, like, everything's changed. The whole power scale, I mean, Komatsu, like, just the whole thing's changing now. And they've also found an important ingredient. And then, I don't even read it, but from what I hear about Naruto, doggone, Naruto can't be dead. He might be done. Now, people saying, you know, we're thinking, you know, he's going to be revived, but still, he might be done. He might be, right now he's dead. He's technically dead. He's medically dead. And you got Uchiha Madara, the sage of 6 paths, right there ready to complete himself. It's crazy. And then we get this. And then we get, like, I don't even review Kill la Kill. And this, let me tell y'all what this video throughout the episode was going to be. It was going to be about the art of warfare, which I will talk about this. But I have to respond to the entirety of this. This is simply a reaction to this greatness, this perfection. It does not get better than this. From a story writing standpoint, it just doesn't. Like, yo, I'm not a fanboy, I'm not fangasm, nothing. This is just, there's nothing I can really say to describe how great, how phenomenal, how amazing this episode was. It was just that damn good. It was beyond good. Yeah, like, this is the stuff of legend. Like, look, y'all gotta understand. Let me backtrack and get y'all to understand the reality. I made a video after episode 12, and I talked about Kill la Kill, the essence of anime. Okay, go check that out. That link probably will be in the description. And that dealt with a lot of this. And then doggone, what is it, episode 16? Yeah, I don't think it was last week's episode. It was episode 16 though. Yeah, it was episode 16 because my boy Deshaun shout out to him. You know, he puts in mad work as well. Deshaun was talking about, you know, Kirin and Ragyō being dead, and then you know, I disagree, you know, and then I watched it and I'm like, yo bro, so it was episode 16, and I dropped a video saying Kirin and Ragyō, my current favorite villain. That video will also be in the description below. But this episode, Lord have mercy, what have I just witnessed? Like, and I have to say this to all the people. I don't care who gets butthurt. I don't care who dislikes what I say. I don't care if you hate on what I say. Yo, to all the people who stopped watching this anime, who discarded it as regular, as typical, as cliche. First of all, y'all seem retarded. It was ridiculous, absurd what you were saying. The pace was absolutely dynamic. You know, the world that was created was quite different. The concept was completely different, and then you just got expanded upon and expanded upon and expanded upon. And then when we met, and I mean the battles, you know, they were they were well handled, to say the least. But then when we met Kirin Ragyō Satsuki's mother, that just changed the whole game. I knew, a lot of us seen plot twists, but we didn't expect. When we met the real villain, that just changed the whole game. She owns some other level stuff. We knew that this wasn't just gonna be about some Mato Ryuko versus Kirin and Satsuki Final Clash Jazz. No, this was gonna be some hype stuff. Some absolutely hype stuff. Like, Ragyō changed the whole game. Because now you have Satsuki, I didn't think she was a villain. I really didn't. I knew she was an antagonist, but I didn't know what kind of role. She definitely was an anti-villain. Now she's borderline between anti-villain and anti-hero. And it seems like she's another type of character. I don't know if there's others like her. It's like I said last year, Monkey D. Luffy, new breed of character, because he's not neither hero nor anti-hero. He's somewhere in the middle. He's very, for example, he's very heroic, but he's got the mentality of an anti-hero, to say the least. So it's strange. With Sasuke, she just, who knows what she really is? She just does what she does. But doggone, you got Satsuki, and you have Ryuko just watching all this. She's amazed because it freaking hurt Satsuki, her seemingly arch nemesis, is fighting her own mother, the main person she should be against, Ryuko. So it's like, what the hell is going on here? But then we got, there's the whole putting in mad work, Harime Nue. She just, the top tiers, we got all the top tiers out here. We get the doggone back, finally, we get the story about Satsuki's father, Satsuki's dad, Suichiro or something like that. We get how he's married, and I gotta say this, the dude was handsome. Look, you don't have to be gay. I'm not gay, I'm straight, right? But I know when a dude looks good. Let's just be real. Just like I know when a female looks good. Dude, cool hair and whatever. And at that time, I gotta say, Ragyō, like, she got more attractive with age. She's one of them women that get more attractive with age. That's my fault on that. My opinion, I can say. That's an actual opinion, ladies and gents. But anyways, so, Ragyō, by that time, she may have already had herself infused with the life fibers. And in this episode, it's different, but pretty much like I was saying, in my prediction about her as my favorite villain, I said she was like, it reminded me of the life fibers, reminded me of the symbiotes, and Spider-Man. This is different though. She has become the life fibers. I saw it. It's like she sold her soul for power. She has become life fibers. Like, yo, this is like, this regenerative ability, it's different from even freaking DBZ. And I thought, Cell and especially the whole Majin was very inventive. But this, like, there's been others we've seen it, but like, as long as she's like hard as hell to kill, she's powerful as hell and she's hard as hell to kill, because she needs only one thread of attachment. Satsuki freaking thought she had her. Nah, couldn't touch. You can't touch this. And then she's got power after she just murdered Neil. I don't think Satsuki's dead, but she murdered her daughter. Satsuki don't even have Junketsu anymore. She don't have Kamo Junketsu. Doggone, Ragyō was already this powerful, and now she has the doggone Junketsu. How is then Ryuko get schooled at the end? And we find out the plot twist of the plot twist. Watch the episode if you don't want to be spoiled. They're about to say Ryuko is Ragyō's daughter that they thought was disposed of, was dead, and she's infused with life fibers. That's why she's always like, what the? No wonder. And so what did Dr. Matoi Ishi Matoi, what did Matoi Ishu whatever, what did Dr. Matoi, why did he know? Like, did Satsuki's father save Ryuko? Dead plot. Like, what? Nobody could have expected it. Nobody could have expected that. I don't think anybody called that. Like, what? And then, doggone, now, before I just go all off on all these elements, just like, what? I mean, Mako just being Mako. And then Gamagori and Mako, yes, they do have some kind of connection, relation, and I'm glad to see Mako still being allowed to put in work. She didn't interrupt this time, and it's good to see, Ryuko, she's on top tier status now. She's totally mutually symbiotic, and And it's interesting to see the override, and it's interesting to see the actual complete Junketsu in Ragyō. But anyways, let me finish off this video before, because so much could be said about this episode. I mean, the Elite Four getting schooled. I mean, you got Hamamura. She seemed like she was not. And I'm like, yo, when she got tired, I'm like, yo, come on. I call her top tier. And then she'll easily break out and easily right at the side and quit and just, and then the whole army of life fibers. But let me talk about the art of warfare. Let me stop, prolonging it. The art of warfare was handled, oh my goodness. Like, where Uba Hikari at? Yo, where Uba Hikari at to talk about it in this one? Let me deal with this. First of all, the ideologies. Remember, if you've seen my my previous video, especially the Kiryu and Ragyō, and you've seen my comments throughout on different videos on YouTube or whatever, especially I think Manga Me and I talked about it. I talked about a three-sided war, okay? And what I mean is, even though it seems Ryuko, Nudist Beach, and Kiryu and Satsuki, the Elite Four, and Honji Academy have the same objective, there are three different ideologies, three separate different ideologies. And I harken back to, I can't remember how they actually all clash, but the War of Five Armies and The Hobbit, if you've read the novel, okay? The War of Five Armies. It's like, how the hell do you have 5 armies in one battle? See, the thing about war, in order to, the art of warfare, okay, the art of war starts with ideology. It always starts with ideology. Not necessarily philosophy, but ideologies, okay? And in this case, you have, first of all, Kiryu and Ragyō, the obvious antagonist to both sides. She's the most powerful. She's the most skilled. You got veteran fighters. I mean, you got, look at Harime Nue, and you got Hanamura Rei, right? These 3 women, devastating. Especially Ragyō, that's a given. But Nue, I mean, nobody can touch her pretty much. Ryuko's on that level now, and she lost the eye. She's been, she's the freelancer. She's the grand couture. She's the artist. She's the assassin, you could say. And Hamamura, we don't know. Still to this point, I think, we'll see her battle more. We don't really know what she is capable of. Even though Satsuki, she's not super powerful. I thought she was the second. She might, but it seems she's the third, which is because Satsuki did kind of put her, send her flying. So apparently she's the third, because she still puts in work and she's tough, but she's not, not as powerful. She's enough to both her and Nue are enough to take the Elite Four and those weaker, but Satsuki and Ryuko, especially Ryuko now, is on some other level stuff. But anyways, so you have this side, and Ragyō supports this whole life fiber domination kind of mentality on, not on even some Hitler, like, not, I don't know what comparison I can compare it to. That's what makes it kind of interesting, because I'm thinking back through world leaders, like, she's like an avatar for the life fiber. She's like a herald, not even on some galactic Silver Surfer level. Like, she pretty much, she represents domination, but it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. Just understand it's domination. That's the basis of it. It's more complex. That's why I can't describe it. Like, I can't even give a comparison, because it's strange. Like, she's infused herself with the life fibers. She's become one with the life fibers, but yet she's her own independent person. So, it's strange. It's very strange. Now, we come from the Satsuki side. Satsuki's about domination, but at the same, paradoxically, she's about liberation. She dominates, but yet she liberates. She wants the freedom of humanity, but yet at the same time, she wants to dominate she wants to be the head, okay, of it all. So it's in a weird way it works. Now, when it comes to Ryuko, and kind of Nudist Beach. Nudist Beach comes from a different angle from Ryuko, but they have the same goal. But especially Ryuko doesn't want to be controlled by nothing, and she often she said it many times in this year, but she especially said in this episode, "You're condescending. I don't want to be looked down upon. You're arrogant, Shabazz, all that." So you have these three ideologies. Okay, now you come from three things. We don't know the entirety of Ragyō's meeting with the Life Fighters, but I'm pretty sure she's long had this kind of mentality. Satsuki's kind of, the reason she's a paradox is because she had so many years under her mother, but then she had her father's teachings as well. And she looks at, because it's strange, because Satsuki's theme, she said it, fear is freedom, control is liberty, and what was the important? Control is liberty. And she was saying it to Ragyō. Fear is freedom, control is liberty, and something, that scene though. Fear is freedom, control is liberty, and contradiction is truth. That is the way it is, the way of this world. And you can't, you peg to clothing, you can't da. So that's very interesting. She represents a paradox. And Ryuko, she's quite straightforward, which is her character. But, Ryuko is about mutually living together. It gets deep. The psychology gets deep. So when you look at it from that angle, okay, we also take into consideration their psychology towards war. We look at Ragyō. She's about manipulation. Now, she did some kind of Don Quixote with the marionette thread. She did some kind of Don Quixote do Flamingo stats. And King of Lightning did call it with them 6 thimbles with the rainbow threads or whatever. I want to know, like, why is with the color? I know it has to do with the original Life Fiber, but them colors mean something. Okay, I know that they're the motif, the symbol means something. But her marionette, and she's able to puppeteer. Like, she easily takes. Satsuki has the numbers, right? Because like I said, at the beginning you had Ragyō, Nue, and Ray, right? Only 3 of them. And actually Ryuko and them are down, because it's only Ryuko. The rest of Nudist Beach ain't even there. Ryuko, what's his name? Mitsukugi or Misaki, or whatever his name is. Y'all know Nudist Beach, the teacher dude, the old teacher dude, and Sumagu. It's them 3, right? And then Satsuki got all kinds of numbers. She got Hajime Academy, she got the student soldiers, she got the elite force, she got her. But doggone, Ragyō quickly turns the tides. And that's the beauty about warfare. Knowing the strategies. There was so much strategy that went in this. The plays. Satsuki with the plays. Then Ragyō with the plays. Satsuki, Ragyō. And finally Ragyō. And, Riko, even though she's hardened, she doesn't have the experience of tactics. The Nudist Beach guys sort of did. But they didn't even call it. They didn't even understand, Satsuki with all her plays. So Ragyō, like, her villain's game, like, her villain game, she's manipulated. Satsuki's about resolve, okay? I need to do this at all costs. She's that total war mindset. As soon as the situation turned where she no longer had control of her soldiers, she's like, it don't matter, I'm gonna kill them because I gotta kill this person. Period. Point blank. Straight up soldier. Stoic in that regards. Doggone Ryuko, she's like, whoa. She's not entirely committed to this battle. She's a freedom fighter, but she's not. Her will is strong, but she doesn't have a cause, really. Okay, so it's the psychology is very strange. Then we take into consideration the mentality. I mean, we can go on for the mentality of clothes. Y'all saw that. So I don't have to talk about that. Art of warfare. We see a bunch of different styles of fighting. That's why I really loved, actually, now I think about this episode. We see Ragyō, besides the marionette, she hand to hand, she went hand to hand while everybody else is pretty much using weapons. Ray used the clothes to kind of fight with the sleeves of her shirt. You see, Nue using her paper clones, as well as in the sword scissor, we see the Elite Four, Sanagayama using his bamboo, sword, his kendo style. We see Jakuzure using her love blast. We see Gamagora Ira. He's using his typical whip kind of thing, and Inumata is putting his own kinds of work, his optical illusions and whatnot. So it really was the style, and of course Ryuko doing her straightforward and stuff. And it's interesting about her strength. Even she was able to clash with Satsuki in Junketsu form, Junketsu override form, but even normal control Ryuko was able to clash with Satsuki. So it says how far she's come up, how powerful she's gotten and whatnot. What else about the art of warfare? I'm trying to think, cause there was so much to take away from this episode. Three things I'll say before this video ends. Number one, the thing that Ragyō said, you made 2 mistakes. I think she said 2 mistakes, Sungu, but you made mistakes. The first mistake was bringing Ryuko, and she tried to control Ryuko. She wasn't able, which surprised her in the shows, and I think she figured out what it was at that point. But anyways, the ending about Ryuko and the heart, my fibers. But then the second mistake, she's like, you brought Junketsu, but it was a catch-22, because if she didn't bring, Satsuki didn't wear and fight with Junketsu, she didn't stand a bloody chance against her mother. But the fact is, her mother, Ragyō, wanted Junketsu, so it was a catch-22, and that was awesome. That was awesome. The second thing I would like to bring up, I forgot to mention Sumagu fighting with his style, and we see Mitsukage, whatever the dude is, the blue-haired dude, Slickback. Yeah, him fighting with his DT Robo, very nice. But the second thing I would like to bring up is the soldier combos. We see the long life fighters. They unleash all these colors. Good night. It's on some blitzkrieg status. This seems like an undefeatable foe. How this is how you really do it. When you feel they're undefeatable odds, literally undefeatable odds. And plus Ryuko got stabbed. How do you survive? How do you win this war? How? This is warfare at its finest. Unbelievable odds. Unbelievable odds that they're going up against. I don't know how this is going to turn out. This is crazy. Because, Satsuki's completely beat. Ryuko's practically dead at this point. You think Sumagu and Mitsukage, whatever his name is, you think they can handle this? You think the Elite Four even have a bloody chance? They can't even defeat Harmony. Okay? They can't defeat Nue. They can't defeat Rai. You think they have a bloody chance against Ragyō? What about Mako? I want to see Mako. First of all, I want to see, this is a side note, I want to see Mako throw hands. I do believe Mako's more powerful than people. I want to see her go in and throw some hands, okay? Like that Fight Club Mako. Get her suited up, strapped up, and throwing them hands again. Cause she's beastly. She's beastly. I'm just saying. But the last point I wanted to make. This is part of the art of warfare. I loved when they went in there and tried to. I knew it wasn't gonna work. Come on, that coagulate. No. But the fact is that Satsuki was so prepared. She not only, because I was thinking that whole time, I'm like, yo, what about that one creepy looking dude that night, that Ragyō drove off? Satsuki was so well prepared, she already took out. And there was some BDSM kind of thing. I ain't going there. But anyways, she took them out. Shook out those who, were in the way, that were obstacles. She sent in a covert operation. And doggone, they got in there and tried to take out the life fighters. That was ingenious. That's warfare right there, ladies and gents. Dude was already prepared, waiting for him. That's how you do it. Oh, and plus, I think the butler can throw them hands too. I think the butler can throw them hands too. So there is a couple people left. Okay. Nudist Beast got to come up in there and do what the hell they got to do. People got to come in there out the blue and just start, you know, the Markin Shoko family, maybe Pops throw some hands. I know it's crazy, they comical. Hey, somebody got to come up in here and throw some hands. Somebody got to lay down that hammer. But yo, this episode, wow, so much could be said. And I know people are loving this. I haven't even checked out any reviews before I did this video, but yeah, if you have not checked out Kill la Kill, if you've not checked out episode 18, you need to check that junk out. Okay, it was absolutely crazy, like beyond crazy. It was insanity, but insanity in a beautiful, artistic manner. It really was. And this is why I love anime. This is why. Just this. So, I mean, what we got, like 6, 7 episodes left, 8 episodes left. Like, yo, what more can be done with this? Ragyō. Ragyō. And throughout this episode, I'm like, and with the whole thing, but doggone Ragyō. Like, what the? Let me just end this. Unexpected one to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts about this episode. Like, yeah. Just thinking, just unbelievable. Alright, y'all. Till next time. Peace.